freearthjobs.com.
The following is a sponsored program paid for by Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group, RE/MAX Results. Welcome to Rochester Real Estate, featuring Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group RE/MAX Results and Andy Brownell. Here's Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk, 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Good morning. It's Andy Brownell with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group RE/MAX Results on News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM. Good morning, Robin.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. And thanks for bringing back some of that southern warm air.
Well, it's the least I could do. The least I could do, right?
So congratulations as well. I see you passed a milestone for the quarter for
Isn't that
sales?
Awesome? Yeah, I mean, so far this year we've sold 300 houses. And, well, I shouldn't say houses. Some were buildings, commercial buildings. Sure. Some were lots. But 300 sales. And our goal for the year was 365, or one per day. So we're way ahead of schedule and certainly happy with that. So, yeah, it's good.
I'm sure your customers are happy as well.
Oh, I would hope so. I hope so. We get to make 300 people hopefully very happy.
Yeah. I imagine that is one thing that you really enjoy about the business.
Oh my gosh, it is absolutely my favorite. I just, it sounds so cliche and so fakey, but it's like I absolutely love helping people. And anybody who knows me knows that's true. And, I've had people ask me, like, when did you know that you were destined to serve? Because that's what I think of this job as. I think of this job as a service industry, never sales. I don't ask people to buy a house if they're not in the market to buy a house. I don't tell them they should sell their house if they're not looking to sell their house. I just, when it's time for them to do it, I guide them, right? So I provide a service. And I've always, from the time, I've told you before, when I was 11 years old, I babysat for 6 neighbor kids, 6 at a time. So I've just always taken care of people, and it's always what I've been very, very good at.
And it's such a big thing, the sale and purchase of real estate. For most of it's the most complicated and most significant transaction we'll ever participate in.
And sometimes I think people don't take that part seriously enough. We are not buying something. We are making huge, major investments. So I hope that people give that a lot of consideration and say, okay, if I invest in this property at this price point, am I making a good investment? Because I think that is such a huge, important piece of it.
Balance, and that's a great thing that people can talk to you about.
Oh, gosh, absolutely. And I could bring people on the air, and they will tell you that they've called me to say, we want to put our house on the market. And I've said, are you crazy? Don't you dare. This house has gone up by, on the average of 10% for the last couple of years, and it's continuing. So if you're not in a hurry to move, hang on, because you've got some serious equity to build.
That's nice to hear. We're in the right place for that as well.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So you came back from Florida.
Oh, my gosh. So you know how that goes. You go on vacation, and I don't know, do you call it a vacation? It was certainly beautiful, but I went there for a RE/MAX meeting. So it was for a work meeting, and I'll be honest, I arrived on Tuesday, and the meeting did not start until Wednesday, and the meeting was Wednesday, Thursday, and half of Friday, and then I didn't come home until Sunday. So I mixed vacation and work, right?
Well, that's the best way to do it if you can do it.
It was awesome, and I had a team at home taking care of everybody, so, they didn't miss a beat, of course. But when I come home then, of course, the things that I put off doing that could wait until this week were all piled up. So sure. I think I did 12 hours on Monday and 10 hours on Tuesday and 9 hours on Wednesday. So, it was a busy week, but I got everything done, and it was very productive. So it was worth it.
That's how it is for every job, I think.
Oh, yeah.
To go on vacation, you have to get ready to go and do all the stuff, and then when you get back, it's piled up again, and you have to play catch-up.
You got it.
So when you got back, did they sell everything on the list of inventory, or did you have some
we
other
listed
ones
a few
left?
more, sold a few, listed a few. I had that really sweet one at 810 Foxcroft Circle for $529.9. That sold while I was away. So, yeah, that was great, except for I had somebody really interested. But, hey, you know what? One lucky winner gets it. But, yeah, we did get some new listings put on the market, and I actually would like to take a couple minutes to go over those.
Sure.
We have one at 423 11th Street Southeast in Rochester for $199,900.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, 3-bed, 1-bath, 2-car garage. And we have one at 1913 22nd Street and Northwest. This one is.
Okay.
And it is listed for $215,000. And it's 3 beds, 2 baths, 1-car garage. It was built in 1963. Very nice condition, 1,578 square feet. Nice house.
That's 2 that are on that very affordable end of the range.
Absolutely. So I can promise you, today's Saturday, good chance by Monday they'll both be gone. But
Sure.
You know what? They're available now, so give us a call. I have one over at 2409 Northern Hills Court Northeast, and this is a 4-bed, 3-bath, and this one was built in 1974, and it is $429,900. A big ranch.
Up on top of the hill.
Yep, king of the hill. And then I have a 2-story over at 428 16th Ave Southwest. And this one has 4 beds, 2 baths, a 1-car garage, and there's a little bonus room above the garage. This one is 2,167 square feet, and it's $449,900.
That's right, but that's the Falwell neighborhood, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You got it. So that's what we've got. I've got a couple listings over in Wabasha, but boy, those are flying out the door. It's really kind of nice. I've got a nice split over there in that new subdivision called Eagle Basin, which is out by the courthouse, police station, out by the high school. Very nice neighborhood out there. And then I have a older ranch on Milligan Avenue. I had a duplex on Jefferson, but that sold yesterday. And I've got another really cute one that I've signed the paperwork for and will be on the market on Monday on Main Street. So,
Wabasha's been a happening place, too.
Yes, it has.
Learned all about that Main Street activation business and the Eagle Center.
Oh, did you?
Week. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I was actually supposed to be at that press release or that little thing that they held, but can't be in 2 places at one time, and it was Monday, and I was just back from Florida, so I had a team meeting that I had to be at and have to prioritize.
That's one of those secret little gems of southeastern Minnesota that a lot of people are not aware of.
Yeah, it is really nice. I mean, it's a really great little place. I feel like it's a very friendly town. It doesn't hurt that the river runs through it. That's kind of nice. And the National Eagle Center is just a great attraction. So if anybody out there is listening, and I know I'm getting off the subject of real estate, but if you have not been to the National Eagle Center over in Wabasha, you are missing it. It is really amazing. Now, it is going to close soon for some major renovation.
Right.
I think it's going to close on MEA weekend. So it's open for a couple of weeks here, and then it'll be closed for the renovation. And then when it opens, it'll just be even better.
Yeah, I saw the renderings of what they have planned, and it looks fantastic.
Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, really nice.
That's for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick break, and we'll talk more with Robin Gwaltney with Gwaltney Group RE/MAX Results in just a moment here on News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
We'll be right back with Robin Gwaltney and Andy Brownell on Rochester Real Estate. This is News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Did you get all this?
Welcome back to Rochester Real Estate with Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group RE/MAX Results and Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Welcome back, everybody. Good morning. I guess we better get back to talking about real estate because that's what we gather for on the Saturday mornings, Robin.
Yes. So can I start by just saying that those listings I was talking about in Wabasha, I actually have the addresses and the information in front of me now, so I'd like to be a little more specific if I could.
Okay.
All right. So I have one at 817 Milligan Avenue, and the list price on that is $179,900, and it is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage house. Nice ranch with a nice addition family room with a fireplace out the back side. It feels a little bit dated. There's like a red and black shag carpet in the basement and a brown leather padded bar, but
hey.
I mean, it's super cute. Yeah, am I starting to offend you?
I thought that kind of stuff was coming back.
Well, if you ask some people, they will tell you they love it. I'm not quite there yet.
Hey,
but anyway.
Easily fixed, too.
It's so easily fixed. Carpet and paint is so inexpensive and makes such a world of difference. You know that I recently bought the house next door to me for my parents to move into, and we went in there and we put in some new carpet and some new paint and, changed up the furniture because, it just wasn't as cute when the neighbor lived there as it is now. And he'll even tell you that. I've showed him pictures and he's like, oh my goodness. But you don't have to spend a ton of money to make a big difference if the structural part of the house is good, right? Yeah. And the one that I had, the split out by the Eagle Basin neighborhood, that's 1036 Talon Avenue in Wabasha, and that one's a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage, built in 2006. And that one's $249,900. So wow. Again, really good prices and really nice house, adorable, decorated really cute. And then just in case anybody's looking out in Chatfield, we have a townhome at 364 Main Street North in Chatfield for $155,000. It's a 1-car garage, but 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, and it was also built in 2006. So very nice place for a very affordable price.
Yeah,
and I did read an article. I read an article just yesterday that rent prices are going up. So, for somebody who doesn't want to pay crazy expensive rent, there are some really nice affordable properties on the market, and the interest rates, of course, are still phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get a calculator quick and go to the price of that townhome and see what your interest rate would be, and you'd go, oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Exactly, yeah. And you're owning it, and you're building equity, and it's a huge investment, and all those things we've talked about.
Absolutely.
So it's really good. And you know how I've been telling you the last few weeks that the demand for mortgages has been decreasing. More and more people are walking away from the buying scene, right? Which was hard to explain considering the rates were still so great. But then again, when you look at the fact that the inventory was so low, that was pretty self-explanatory. I think the normal inventory, I told you I think I told you from Florida that there's 1.2 million listings on the market.
For the whole country.
Yeah, for the whole country, and there would typically, at this season, be 4 million. So like a quarter of the inventory that's available across the country. So, of course, the mortgages were down. If there's nothing to buy, there's no need to get a mortgage, right? But here's an article that says, mortgage demand from home buyers jumps to the highest level since April after the number of new listings continue to rise all summer. So this is good news, So the mortgage applications to purchase a home jumped by 7% just this past week.
So historically, I know everything's kind of weird since this pandemic began well over a year ago. Is a fall surge, or I don't know what other term to use for it, is that a normal thing to have happen?
It is actually. I will tell you that a lot of times people get really busy and, kind of sidetracked in the summer because they've got kids home from school, they've got vacations to take, they've got weddings to attend, or whatever it is. And they have good intentions of going out and house hunting, but then with all of the other distractions, it doesn't always help. And then we will often see after the whole Labor Day holiday and kids going back to school, we do see things taking off, and I always think it's like, okay, quick, before the snow flies, let's go find a house. Let's not go house hunting in the dead of January, honey, when it's dark at 3:30. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but the daylight is limited. The daylight's limited, and the temperatures are definitely not as desirable as they've been lately.
Right, and you still
we're busy.
7 o'clock in the evening for daylight as well.
Yeah, barely, but yeah.
I was trying to be the optimist there.
Okay. We're supposed to both be. That's our whole thing. Glass half full, right?
So demand is picking up at the same time inventory is growing. That seems like the perfect combination.
Right. Refinances fell a little bit, like 3% over the past week. So I think more people are opting to sell what they have and buy new than stay where they are and refinance. And for a few months, it was definitely going the other direction. People were saying, let's just stay here and refinance. I don't want to get into the middle of that beating frenzy and make myself go crazy.
I wonder, too, though, there's only so much market out there for refinance before everybody's already done it.
Right. Well, I think, didn't I say 49% of the mortgages in the U.S. are 4% or less than 4%, which is really good.
It's crazy good.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't know if you're a bank, if you think it's great. They probably would like to collect a little more interest. But it always seems like no matter what it is, what it is, somebody benefits while somebody else would prefer it to go a different direction.
Essentially, that's what the banks are getting their money for. Next to nothing as far as interest rate.
Exactly.
So the margin is still there.
No, you're right. The margin is still there for them. That's very true.
We're not going to feel sorry for the banks.
Okay. All right. I agree.
All right. We're talking with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group RE results, and we'll be back in just a moment here on News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
We'll be right back with Robin Gwaltney and Andy Brownell on Rochester Real Estate. This is News Talk 1340 KROC 869 FM.
Good.
Welcome back to Rochester Real Estate with Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group RE Results and Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Good morning. Welcome back. Robin Gwaltney with Gwaltney Group RE Results with us, of course, on this Saturday morning as we chat about real estate. Before we did the program, you shared some interesting statistics that if you pay attention to it...
my glance at September?
Well, it serves as the perfect lesson in economics.
Yes. Okay, so let's take a look at the median sale price for a house in Rochester in the month of September in 2019. So if we were doing this radio show back in September of 2019, you would say, okay, what is the median sale price right now? And I'd say $241,000.
And I would have said, wow, that's really high. I can't believe that.
Yeah, then we'll fast forward to September of 2020, and by this time, that price had increased by 4.5%, and the median sale price for September was $251,750 last year. Which
I also would have expressed surprise because of the pandemic.
Right, and up 4.5%.
Right.
Now, here we are, 2021. Didn't really know what was going to happen coming out of the pandemic, right?
Yep.
And median sale price for a home in Rochester in September of 2021 had increased by another 11.2% and was at $280,000.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so literally $39,000 in 2 years for the median sale price in the month of September.
That's a pretty good gain on your investment.
Yeah. And I'll tell you why they've gone up so fast and furious. In 2019, in September, we had 386 homes for sale. In 2020, that number dropped by 18.9%, and we had 313 homes for sale. This year, in September, it dropped another 39%, and we had a total of 190 homes to sell.
190 homes throughout the Rochester market.
Correct.
Wow.
So that was, cut in half, right?
Classic supply and demand.
In 2 years. So no wonder the price went up so much.
Yeah.
It's exactly right. So on that note, I have to share this other little article that says more new homes are being built with 4+ bedrooms. We went through that whole thing where everybody wanted the smaller homes.
Okay, but that's really interesting because I think I read the latest census data showed that the average household size continues to shrink.
Well, household size, but if you're going to stay home and do some at-home learning or some at-home working or some at-home working out, people want a little space. So
makes sense.
This article was written on September 30th, and it says more Americans are desiring bigger homes since the pandemic, and builders are responding. The share of new single-family homes with 4 or more bedrooms posted a sharp uptick. Unlike in recent years, the National Association of Home Builders reports on its Eye on Housing blog. The share of single-family homes started with 4 bedrooms or more rose from 42% in 19 to 48% in 20. So, yeah, building them bigger.
Well, it makes sense in multiple ways. As you said, people are spending more time at home than they were before. But at the same time, affordability, if you were selling your previous home and using the equity to plow it into the new home in combination with the low interest rates, you can actually do it.
Exactly.
Without really stressing yourself.
Right.
Oh. Well, I can't argue with that.
As long as you're going to say stress, I found this fun little article I wanted to share. What do couples fight over most when home shopping?
Oh, goodness. That's a good... Well,
what do you think the number one answer is?
I'm not being facetious when I say this, but I'm going to say the size of the garage.
That's actually number 3. But no, number 1 is the price. The price. Okay. They can't decide how much they want to spend. One wants to spend more than the other.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense.
And then number 2 is the location. Number 3 are the home features, especially the garage. And number 4, the condition of the home. Because while one might be willing to do some fixing and prettying it up, the other one's like, no way, I want to move right in. So it's fun. It's really true. But I think that what I have seen in my 20 years as a realtor is I have seen that people have really learned that buying a house is so much more than buying a house. It is literally making a huge investment. Yeah. So I think people are thinking in those terms now, and they're not just looking for housing, they're looking for a smart way to spend their money, smart investing. And that is what I am proud to tell you the Gwaltney Group specializes in, and we are happy to help you. Anytime you have questions, whether it be about is now the time to sell, or what could I get for my house if I were to sell it now, or what should I do to prepare it if I want to put it on the market, any of those questions, there's absolutely no obligation and no cost to have us come out and answer those questions for you and figure out what it is you need to know so that you can make a decision to move forward.
And be happy with the decision.
And be happy with the decision. Absolutely.
All right, going back to your little survey there, from your experience on the price of the home.
Yeah.
Is it, I'm going by gender here.
Yeah.
Who wants the more expensive?
Oh, you know darn well the women are always willing to spend more.
All right, I knew that.
And they're also the ones that are usually not too excited about having to do a fixer-upper.
And
okay, you've made your point. We're high maintenance, Andy.
Well, the irony, too, though, is the man wants the larger garage, which adds to the cost.
That's true. That is very true. But they're willing to give up house square footage for a bigger garage. Yeah. So I do have to sometimes take off my realtor cap and put on my marriage counselor cap, but I'm really good at that, too.
It would be fun to have a little journal of some of the conversations you've had over the years.
Gosh, yeah. It was fun because when we were at conference last week, we were talking about some of the fun stories and things we've had happen. And yeah, it's a really fun job. And, no 2 days are the same, and it's always something different, and meeting so many fun people. I actually had the best thing happened to me this week. So I got back from Florida on Sunday, and then on Thursday, one of my girlfriends who started as a client 19 years ago insisted on throwing me a birthday luncheon. I mean, I started to feel ridiculous. I'm like, okay, enough with celebrating this birthday already. It's gone on and on and on. Let's wait till next year. But anyway, she was so sweet, and she had invited 4 other people, and do you know that 3 of them have been clients of mine and now are friends? So of the 5 people there, I mean, 1 is me, and the other 4 are all dear friends and past clients. So it made me feel really good. I love the relationship building.
And that's a very telling story there as well. That's great. I love that. I guess I better go to the point now where I ask, how do I get a hold of you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I have a wedding to go to this afternoon, so I'm going to shut my ringer off. But don't worry, I'll be watching it, and I'll be answering by text.
Okay.
Terrible habit I have. But my cell phone number is 507-259-4926. And I mean this wholeheartedly when I say call me anytime, and I'm happy to help you any way I can.
All right. Thanks so much, Robin. We'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Look forward to it.
That's Robin Gwaltney with Gwaltney Group RE/MAX Results on News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.